So I finally got around to making another video, and I decided to do this one about my favorite Dragon Ball character, Yamcha. I had some initial trouble figuring out exactly what I wanted to discuss about him until it hit me to just discuss why I enjoy him over characters like Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo, etc., etc. So on that note, my friends, I suppose it's time to ramble. To start with something fairly simple, I think he has some very cool techniques. I honestly feel like many techniques within Dragon Ball have been forgotten about due to their disuse, whether that be because, the character isn't featured as much, or something that isn't just popping into my head at the moment. It doesn't really matter, they're just not being used as much as they were before, or the inherent simplicity those techniques have. Such as, after image, where now it's just like, oh, you move fast, you're using after image. Anywho, the Wolf Fang Fist and Sokidan are two such techniques. Although at its core, the Wolf Fang Fist is a simple punch-kick combo, it takes that concept to a flashy new level. Its use is accompanied by the visage, and depending on the media it's being portrayed in, the howl of a wolf. My current favorite depiction of this technique is in the adaptation of Goku and Yamcha's fight in the Dragon Ball film, Path to Power. Great movie, by the way, everyone should watch it, best Dragon Ball movie. As for the Sokidan, I believe it was the first time, one of the first times, we saw truly advanced ki control. At the point of its debut, we didn't often see someone launching an energy attack and then manipulating it mid-air. And that may not seem like that big of a deal now, considering something like that simple concept is sort of par for the course in the series. And sure, there's more explosive attacks, especially now in the series, in the Dragon Ball Super era, but I enjoy the Sokidan for its simplicity, and as a quick side note, I love to use it in video games, Xenoverse 2, etc., etc., but especially Raging Blast 2. There's nothing quite like using Yamcha's signature and then following it with a tracking Sokidan. My next point, I view Yamcha in the same light as I view characters like Oracle, Commissioner Gordon, Alfred, and, other people who help Batman who may not be that physically strong. I'm in a Batman mood if y'all can't tell. They may not be the physically strongest, but they're ready to help Bruce no matter what. Yamcha may not be the strongest when compared to the aliens who get stronger by dyeing their hair, or the Green Slug Man, or even the other humans. But regardless of his inadequacies, he's always ready to help his friends, and that's something I have to commend him for. My third, final, and largest reason why Yamcha is my favorite Dragon Ball character is his relatability. There are a few things that go into it, but my previous point being one of them, he's ready to help his friends at the drop of a hat. You have his initial nervous attitude towards women. It's such a simplistic quality, but it helps me identify with him as a character. It's something most of us go through, just like the next reason for his relatability, which is I'm sure there's points in our lives where we've all faced something that seems insurmountable, or we just can't overcome the particular hand we've been dealt at that point in time. And we can either crumble and just succumb to the pressures of life, or we can forge a new path for ourselves, and Yamcha did just that. For a good portion of the time we've known him, Yamcha tried to keep up with Goku. While he did have some form of rivalry with Tien, Krillin, Chaozu, for all of them Goku was always the benchmark, and the one they tried to keep up with and or surpass. However, they all eventually fell to the wayside, namely Yamcha. Yamcha, realizing this, decided to forge himself a new path by becoming a star baseball player. He realized his limitations, accepted them, and moved on, while again still being ready to help his friends at the drop of a hat. And I suppose those are my best reasons for, enjoying Yamcha as a character, why he's my favorite character. I might be forgetting a thing or two, but regardless, I'm honestly excited to see that he's getting some shine in the manga. And considering he pretty much said he's tired of sitting on the sidelines, we may get some more action with him post-Moro arc. In closing, I want to shout out RMK. He's the author and artist for a just amazing Dragon Ball fan manga known as Dragon Ball Elsewhere. It centers around Yamcha and a completely new story in regards to him. Also, shout out to my friend Alex for, once again, editing a video. I wouldn't be able to put these up without him. All these links, all of their links, will be in the description down below. This was definitely a more opinionated video than my last. It was fun, though, and I hope this video doesn't offend anyone since, I know liking Yamcha is quite the hot take since my boy is, quote-unquote useless. Regardless if it does or doesn't, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this recording thing. I may flub here or there, but, I sound more, natural. I'm still using a script, I'm still trying to get a hang of this, but it'll all come in time, and I'll eventually be able to just do this without even thinking about it. So, this has been Danny Ray Champ. This has been my rambling, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day.